SQ, this is W9MGT here, come back. SQ, this is W9MGT here, come back. This is a 10:44 and I have something to say. Can you actually hear her purring next to me? Virginia, you sound like a little tractor. Sweetie. So I'm here. Happy Friday. I am next to sweet purring Virginia, and it felt that since last week I've lost myself, and I am trying to get myself back on track. Things that happened a lot. Saturday and Sunday last week, I just lost myself. I've been out with a friend on Saturday, which was a lovely day, and then Sunday, I just decided there was a shutdown day. I just stayed at home. I did nothing. I think I slept and read and slept and read and did not much. And this is what I wanted. And I think I've watched the Disney Atlantis movie just to keep me afloat, which is since I go, of course, underwater. And I feel that I wrote in my journal on Sunday, I feel I've lost myself. I haven't been drinking water, I haven't taken my supplements. Going down to Glasgow just completely disrupted my usual routines. I had no yoga in the morning. Even when I came back home, I just felt that I could not move, even though my body craved for movement, because I felt how so much pain I had in my joints and everything with all the driving those hours and sitting down, etc., compared to other days when I used to do the moving. And I did, and I felt very restless and very impatient. And of course I blamed all these planets in Aquarius together with Pluto. We had Mars, did we have like a Mars Kazemi? I felt that even my hair was pissing me off. I tried to put my hair in a band and it kept on falling out. My glasses kept on sliding down my nose and things fell off my hand and I stumbled on my own 2 feet. It was one of those like very strange. I even fell on the stairs. Monday morning, I just went down. But having said that, I didn't hurt myself, even in my pulling and grabbing me in order to break the fall. I didn't hurt myself. And I thought, all the exercises that I did before, all my yoga, etc., actually paying off into this. It was just silly me. I just, unfortunately, was wearing one of those like long floating pants, and I just caught my heel under the trousers. So that there was a technical and physical, as in physics, mechanical problem. Monday was a busy day, and I went to see a friend. We did about 3-4 hours. We got lost in our thoughts. Brainstorming on ideas of potential workshops that we could offer and present together and lead and manage together, which was really lovely. But then my head kept being buzzing while I wasn't sort of like doing yoga. I started back on track. Monday was back on track. Monday was again yoga, was my smoothie, was everything. And Tuesday was a strange day, because Tuesday I did yoga, and then at a certain point I sort of like curled up in a ball, literally on fetal position on the mat, and I cried. And I realized how tired I have been, exhausted. this getting finally the results, and there was another reason. On a Tuesday, I actually got the final official letter that my master has been awarded. Thank you very much. Hooray, hooray. But that also meant that I could finally put my thesis online for everybody to see, which was a very good thing, because I put it online on the classical, of course on my website first, then I put it online on ResearchGate, I put it online on Academia, all of those websites, and I shared it on classical academic sort of like connections and links that we would use. And this was on Tuesday the 13th, and on Wednesday the 14th, which was Valentine's Day, I got already a couple of very positive feedbacks and remarks, and that made me very, very happy, in a kind of like, I am on the right path, and I am on the right path, and I was on the right path from the very beginning. I was always right. The idea that I had from the very beginning that a lot of people sort of like were not so sure about and questioned, actually I was right. And that gave me even more determination and confirmation on the path of my PhD now. Having said that, yesterday was Bangor Day at university for my supervision number 2, and I found it. I felt at a certain point that I was making no sense at all in what I was saying. Meaning, I had so much to say, so much to convey, and it made clear sense in my head, but I still haven't found the right way for me to actually translate my thinking process onto paper. I have the knowledge, I have the data, I have a linear, logical thinking process behind everything. I can physically see it as if it were on a board, but I don't have the board. This is very strange, so try to follow me. I don't actually have the board. And I try to reproduce said board on portfolio, on pieces of paper, on my laptop, whether I'm on my laptop on different websites such as Notions or OneNote, because it's easy shareable. Notion I can't print, just it pisses me off. I have all these beautiful ideas, and I can physically see it in a series of beautiful colored post-it notes on one of those wheeled boards that are transparent and then are probably as wide as my 2 arms, which is like 1.5 meters and over 1 meter something high. That I've got loads of post-it notes, and then I can scribble on it, and I kind of like it. And I've got the whole this beautiful idea. I have this beautiful idea, and for the love of God, I cannot translate. I don't seem to be able to translate said idea onto paper. I don't have a blackboard. I don't have a blackboard or one of those sort of like plexiglass transparent big boards that I can wheel out, and then I can add post-it notes, and I can add stickers, and I've got like the whole of my, and then I'm thinking I could actually, I've got a big roll of paper, I can actually put a roll of paper in my bedroom, and then it sounds like, yeah. So this is why I thought at a certain point that my supervisor was looking at me trying to make sense while I was trying to unravel my thinking in front of her. So there was and again, of course, because I set off so early, I mean, going to Bangor to me means waking up about 4:30, get out of the bed about 5. Get all my lunch box, my stuff and everything into the car, because most of the stuff, of course, is ready from the previous evening. Setting off around 6, I had to fill up the tank because I didn't do it the previous day. And then being in the traffic and everything, and so no yoga yesterday. And I thought I might actually could do some yoga when I'm coming back home. But literally, I came back home, I sat on the sofa and I fell asleep for about half an hour, and then I said, sorry, I'm just gonna go to bed. And so here I am this morning, and luckily, even though I love my Friday client, I knew that my Friday client wasn't coming today. And so I could sleep in. But this morning I went back and I did my yoga and I did my movement, and I thought I'm just gonna, it's early compared to when I record normally the podcast episode. It's early. So there's been a lot of conversations. As I said, on Monday I had a conversation with Rachel about workshops. On Wednesday I had a long conversation with my friend Renata, because we are making music together. So he's the musician and I am the lyricist, so we're thinking about putting together and finishing off 4 songs that we would like them to come out end of spring and summertime. And then I had a beginning of conversation with my colleague Adam from the Masters, Adam Zaratsky. And I would like to help him. I would like his help, because he's very good at these things. His help in concretize, if such word exists in the English language, my ideas about how to move forward, and maybe now how to be able to go out and present my research. So yes, all these ideas are floating in my head, and I'm really looking forward to a quiet Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Today I haven't got much to do. I'm gonna see my lovely friend Sue in the evening. And then I've got, big thing, sorry. Normally my supervisor would like to see me every couple of weeks, but she said, why don't we meet up already next week, so that we can even meet up with one of her colleagues who's an archaeologist, in order to discuss more about where I am going with my PhD. I've got to remind myself that I was right with the ideas that I have, and I've got to remind myself that it is very possible that I'm right again. I was right for my BA about on Hilma af Klint. I was very right on my MA thesis and MA research on the encountering of the divine in the act of drawing. I am sure that I am right even now, and I'm asking for trust. But it has to make sense. So here we are. Well, time to go. Virginia is purring and playing now. So, do you want some papa? Oh, those eyes. Okay. See you next week. Bye. You've listened to the voice of W9 in honor of the movie Contact, MGT, or Matilde Gliubic Tomat. I'm mainly a researcher, an artist, a writer, and an existential psychotherapist based in the UK. You might want to check my website at matildetomat.com. That is matildetomat.com, and my Instagram account. This was W9MGT here, over and out.